Today we're going to be checking out creepy TikToks that'll make you rethink your reality. Drop a like on the video and subscribe to help us get pushed to recommended, and with all of that being said, let's jump right into it.
This Yorkshire UFO sighting will join the ranks of other famous incidents or be debunked as a misunderstanding. One thing's certain, it's reignited the age-old question of whether we're alone.
Oh, we're for sure not alone. For sure we're not alone.
Was this creepy, and should we be concerned?
I don't know.
I would really like to know your thoughts below.
Unless there's something underneath the table, then yes. That is just, that's too much for me. I'm good on that. I'm okay on that. Trust me. Oh, and then he passes out? It's a bit of a cause for concern. Yeah, for sure. Major possession. Major possession. Major possession. Visit from dad. Okay. Spirit of my dad when he sat. So he sat there when he was alive. Now he's swinging. That is crazy to have on camera. You could just swiftly see the outline. That is actually insane. That's actually insane. Wow. You could see it clear as day. Literally clear as day. Nightmare fuel. Terrifying shadow figure. Don't tell me it's gonna open the door. No way. Bro, I'm out the window. I'm out the window. I'm out the window. There's no fixing, none of that. Out the window. That's where I'm jumping. Bro, what?
After hearing several knocks on the door, it became evident that something wanted inside.
Yeah.
Danny stared ahead in fear when suddenly a dark, shadowy figure ran
Walked right across.
This slender being moved from right to left, revealing to Danny that he was no longer alone in the room.
Wow.
What would you do in this situation?
Jump out the window. I'm jumping out the window. That's what I'm doing. I am jumping out the window. That's just what I'm doing. Look at it. Just walk right across. Like nothing. Why are they watching me? Don't look out the window. Don't tell me there's something. What's watching you? I thought it was going to be somebody out the window or something. Who's watching you? The setup of this house is so weird. Who is watching you? Did you see that? Bro. Run that back. Did you see that? Right there. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Right there. Oh, I can't get it. Let's slow it down. Let's get our slowdown on. No, not subtitles. Not quality. Let's get our 0.25. Look at this. They look into this doorway. Right? And then they turn. It pans over to the other room. Bam. Right there. What is that? What is that? I know I'm not crazy. What is that? They're for sure watching. You gotta get out of the house. Pretend like you didn't see anything and get out of the house. Yeah, I know. I literally just replayed it. I didn't even see that! What is that? And then when he turns, you got something over here. Right there. Thank you. What is that? What is that? Bruh. Bro. This is way above my pay grade. Bro. What is that? What is that? What is that? Dark entire setup, camera directly above my bed. What is that? What is that hand? What is that hand? How is the dog not waking up, is my question. How isn't the dog waking up? I don't understand that. How isn't the dog waking up? I saw the hand at the beginning of this. There was like a hand. Unless that was just like the way the light was falling. Yeah, see? What is that? What is that? Bro, what? Woke up with that? Woke up with a scratch on you? That's insane. That is just insane. Had to do a quick outfit change. I forgot how hot it was. I don't know how she has a bruise on her because it doesn't look like anything touches her. On top of the fact that the dog doesn't wake up. The dog just doesn't move. I feel like the dog should have woken up, right? Am I right or am I wrong? I feel like the dog should have woken up. At least in my opinion, the dog should have woken up. But as I said, I could be wrong. Yeah, because you just see the hand just whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. That's so weird. So weird. The thing was haunting me. Yeah, well, I have no idea what it is. No idea. I have zero idea what it is. After filming under the stairs for the last 2 days, we finally captured something. Do you see it? I don't see anything. Yeah, I see something on like the roof. It's like a shadow.
Oh my god, Danny. Let's go get my sister.
Go get your sister what?
Hey, Chair. Watch out.
Chair? Is her cat's name Chair?
Hey, Chair. Watch out.
What? Bruh. Oh, she get her TikTok on.
What are you doing?
You get her TikTok on, that's funny.
Got you, me. Got you.
Oh, hell no.
Go.
What was that?
Okay.
Bro, I have full goosebumps right now.
Oh my god, Danny.
Did you see that?
Danny. What?
Did you see that?
Literally, someone just ran in here, I think. Huh? Someone just ran in your room.
Bro, did you see that?
You sure?
Bro, I don't think the closet was
Follow for
open.
more.
I don't think the closet was open before. Damn, that fan is fast. Bro.
The Lincoln
What?
County Courthouse near Charlotte, North Carolina. Staff working there reported seeing ghostly figures, and this eerie apparition of a woman seemingly writing on a notepad could be proof that the courthouse is indeed haunted.
It's probably haunted.
Security staff there
9 times
told
out
the
of 10
news
that it's
media
haunted.
that as the courthouse was closing for the day, their attention was drawn to a mysterious image of a person seen on the monitor showing the clerk's office.
No, I'm good.
When two
Not working
security
there
guards
then.
were sent to the locked room to investigate, they seemingly walked right through the figure behind the counter, as the video recording shows.
Wow.
As the room grew dark at sunset, the image vanished after lasting more than 20 minutes.
That's
5 people in
so
all saw the
creepy.
image live on the TV monitor as it was recorded.
That is just... That's extremely eerie. What? Oh, no. Bruh.
Mom, can you just pass my drink that's on the table, please?
Bruh.
Thanks.
Okay, that's... Okay. I was gonna say...
This video was uploaded on a YouTube channel named Mr. Spouter. The uploader of this video started to notice some odd activity happening inside the house.
Which was?
After hearing some noises, the uploader is seen in the first clip, examining his home.
Bro, why is it so dark? Turn some lights on. What? I'm like confused because I don't know where to look. Oh, what the hell is that? Oh, that's him. Oh, that's him. I didn't see it. I didn't see it. I gotta run it back. I didn't see it. I only saw his hand. It scared me. I didn't see it.
Examining his home.
I want to see. So he pans a little bit, right? I saw something a little bit. I didn't see anything crazy. Hopefully they'll slow it down. Hopefully they'll slow it down. I didn't really catch anything. I caught his hand before, but oh, the door's gonna open for sure. For sure, the door's gonna open.
Something there.
Yeah, there is. Why get into bed? Stand up. I mean, not like you can fight it, but you know what I mean. I'd be less vulnerable. Bro, what does that move?
What the
Bro. And then you open the door right downstairs.
What the
Bro. The whole thing just whooshed over.
What the
No. Gotta go. I'm out the door. I'm selling the house and I'm gone. Never to return. Never to return.
It's like something on the stairs.
Yeah. No. There's something on the stairs.
I can. Yeah. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's
For
not
sure.
next door. It's like... You tell me what, there's nothing there, though. On the stairs. Quick. Nothing there.
Bro, I'm freaking out right now. Bro. What is that? Bro, down the stairs. Whoosh. Down the stairs. Whoosh. I'm sprinting down the stairs. Let's see what's going on.
You should always make sure you're home alone.
Okay.
One day, 2 police officers are sitting in their car waiting for their next call. They pull over a couple cars, but nothing unusual. A couple hours later, they get a call saying a woman feels like there is somebody in her house and she is hiding. The police, thinking it's some sort of home invasion, begin to rush to the scene. They pull up to the house and notice all of their lights are off and the doors are closed. The police begin to try and open the door, but the door is locked. They decided to be quicker if they just bust a window and enter the scene. They busted the window and began searching. One officer says, "I'll search the left of the house and you search the right," and they both agree. The officer on the right finds a bathroom door that is cracked, and as he's opening it, he hears scratching and a faint whispering in the bedroom. He stops what he's doing and opens the door to the room. He pulls out his weapon and aims it at the closet and said, "Whoever's in there, come out now." He opens the door and finds nothing. At the same time, the officer to the left says, "I found her, the house is clear."
So what that lady was experiencing is her house literally being haunted. Bro, hell no. I am gone.
Yo, it's 2020. How do we still not know who this is? Jack the Ripper haunted the Whitechapel district of London from 1888 to 91.
He did.
Killing up to 11 women and terrorizing the community.
Yeah, he was
mailed
nuts.
letters and sometimes body parts to the local newspaper, once stating, "Here's a liver. I fried and ate the other one."
Solid.
Because his victims were disfigured and often missing organs from their body, it was clear that the killer was highly skilled in human anatomy. Despite developments in crime technology, he evaded police.
People thought he was like a surgeon. There's a ton of theories online that actually say that Jack the Ripper was a surgeon, like a person who knew everything about everything because of how precise his cuts were on the bodies when they were found. He was also clearly a cannibal as well. Seems as though he was eating people's livers.
It's a terrifying true ghost story.
Okay.
2 sisters were staying at a very old historic hotel in the middle of nowhere in Montana.
Okay.
The hotel had been around since the 1800s.
Wow.
It was one of the sisters' favorite hotels, and they've been multiple times.
Why was it her favorite?
However, the other sister couldn't sleep because all she heard was someone walking around upstairs on hardwood floors, pacing around the room.
What?
In the morning, I asked my sister how she could have slept through it, and she told me that above, it used to be a ballroom where people used to dance, but now it was carpeted and empty. There was no hardwood floors. I asked the hotel staff.
She's hearing like the past
and then
lives.
that's when they confirmed that there was nobody up there. And if there was, I wouldn't have heard high heels on hardwood floors.
Bro. So what she's literally hearing is from back in the day when it used to be a place where people used to dance. She's hearing that upstairs even though it's carpeted. That is way too much for me. I would never stay there again. Comment down below if you'd stay there, because I sure as hell wouldn't.
This is why you should be careful what you put in the mail.
Okay.
In 2015, a man was asked by his neighbor to collect his mail while he was gone for a few weeks.
Well, that's nice
a few
of him.
days later, a large package arrives on his neighbor's front porch. The man can barely lift it, but gets over to his garage where he accidentally drops it and hears something break inside. Hoping his neighbor would think the damage occurred en route, he closes his squeaky garage door and forgets about it.
Fair.
But over the next couple of days, whatever was in that package started to smell so bad that he decides to open it up. Inside were two very important finds: his neighbor, who was dead, and a camera that was still recording. The police bring the man in for questioning and show him what was on the camera inside the box.
Bro.
It starts with his neighbor talking to the camera about how excited he is to mail himself home for his YouTube channel. Then, police fast forward to the very end where they see that the neighbor is now sleeping in the box, and then suddenly gets dropped and you hear a crack, and that's his neck breaking. And then you hear a squeaky garage door close.
So the neighbor mails himself to his neighbor's house and is expected to just get picked up and then put in the garage, and then he would be like, this is me, I'm back. The guy who gets the package takes it, puts it into the garage and drops it down and breaks the guy's neck, killing him. And then the smell was his rotting body. Bro, that is insane.
Urban legends to haunt you, the kidney heist.
A man
decided to go out one night on a date. He hadn't been out in a long time, and he was really excited to meet this beautiful girl that he had met online. Nothing seemed out of the ordinary, and he even paid for a dinner. He thought it was going great. However, the next day he thought maybe he just had too much to drink, and he woke up in a bathtub.
Oh no.
But then he was looking around and noticed that he was surrounded by ice. As he starts waking up and coming to his senses, he begins freaking out. He notices one of his kidneys are gone.
Bro, so what you're telling me is this guy goes out to dinner with this girl. He takes her out to a nice dinner. They have a couple drinks. Then she drugs him, more or less. He ends up in a bathtub and she cut his kidney out.
In Chuck E. Cheese, you need to leave immediately.
Okay.
So many of the workers at Chuck E. Cheese were reporting that these animatronics are coming alive by itself. Now,
sounds like some Five Nights at Freddy's.
Cheese during the late night. If you don't see these animatronics on this stage and they're
walking around,
please run for your life. Many of the workers say that these robots come alive at night and have been taking children from their parents.
That's what I've heard. Five Nights at Freddy's real life.
TikTokers accidentally found a body. There's a popular app right now on TikTok called Randonautica that sends you to random locations in your area.
It pings you to different spots.
Some people find random abandoned places. Some people even found random weird things in the forest. These group of teens were led to a suitcase. But the thing is, when they opened the suitcase, it was a dead body inside.
Wait, open it. It stinks, y'all.
When they opened the suitcase with a stick, it had a horrible stench. Later calling the cops, who confirmed there was dead body parts inside.
Holy shit, that's crazy.
This is why you should always trust your gut.
Okay.
In the early 1970s, a college student decided to hitchhike his way home after class.
Dangerous.
A car pulls up, a man offers him a ride, and he climbs in. As soon as the car started moving, the student felt totally uneasy, like something was wrong, but he couldn't quite place it. Without saying anything, he waited till the next time they slowed down, and he flung the door open and ran away.
Okay.
2 years later, he's flicking through TV channels when he comes across this special interview with a death row inmate. And it's just the audio recording, so he hears the interviewer ask the inmate,
the driver.
"Why did you remove all the door handles inside of your car?" The man just goes, "Well, the first time I tried to kill someone, I picked up a college hitchhiker who got smart at some point and jumped out of my car. So, lesson learned, remove all the door handles."
Wow.
When they showed his picture, the student knew immediately that he was supposed to be the first victim of John Wayne Gacy, aka the killer clown, who had killed over 30 men and boys in his clown room and stuffed them into his basement.
Talk about luck. Talk about 100,000 IQ.
If someone calls out your name at night, you might not want to answer after watching this.
Why?
As a kid, I was told stories about the legend of the night caller, and it was believed that if someone calls out your name in the middle of the night and you respond, a demon would appear out of nowhere and take you away. According to lore, a young girl stayed up late in her room when she heard her mom call out to her. The voice was so faint that she stopped what she was doing to listen closely. And again, she heard her mom's voice calling out to her. She responded, and almost immediately, her door, which was already closed, slowly opened.
Bro.
And someone was standing at the foot of the door. It was dark, and she couldn't make out the features of this person, but it had the form of her mom. The shadow figure then asked the girl to follow her. Thinking it was her mom, she got up and followed. The next day, a search began, but the little girl was never found. Coincidentally, most of the kids in the neighborhood claimed that they heard a voice call out to them that same night, but they were too scared to answer. And that is why...
Wow. Don't ever... Just pretend you're sleeping.
These are the strangest things that have ever been caught on camera.
Okay.
This video shows what appears to be a dark humanoid-type creature crawling towards a bunch of boys playing soccer. Once the kids see it, they immediately run away in terror. Nobody knows for sure what this animal was, but many people claim that it was the South American mythical beast known as the Pombero. This next video was taken at the funeral of a 7-year-old girl. It shows one of the balloons that was next to her coffin somehow floating directly to her crying mother in the audience. Many people believe that this was the girl trying to comfort her mother from the grave.
That is insane. I would get scared from that.
The picture behind me might look like a normal photo, but it's actually one of the most sinister, real-life haunted photos in history.
Why?
Taken by a professional photographer in 1972 as guests arrived for a wedding. Everything in this picture looks happy and normal.
Yeah.
But if you take a closer look at the man standing in black, you'll see something odd. You can actually see somebody in white crouching behind the man. All 4 of the people in the picture said that there was no one behind them when it was taken. The photographer said the same thing, and that it would be impossible for someone to crouch behind them without him seeing them. This is a better picture where you can actually see the guy's legs, and then in the top you can see his eyes. The picture was even examined by police photographers, and they confirmed that it was genuine.
Right, let's see what's going on.
Someone did dive headfirst into boiling water at Yellowstone after a dog.
In one of the saunas?
In 1981, David Kerwan was at Yellowstone with a friend when his friend's dog got away and jumped into a 200-degree hot spring.
Oh, poor
People
dog.
were screaming at David to not go in after the dog, but he didn't even give it a second thought. He just dove straight in. Some people completely dissolve when they do this because the pools tend to be very acidic, which I talk about in this week's episode, but that didn't happen here. So David was able to swim out far enough to get the dog, but he realized it was way too hot, so he had to leave the dog and turned around to come back. His friend was able to pull him out, but at this point David was completely blind from the boiling water getting into his eyes. A stranger had also run over to help, and he tried to take David's shoe off of his foot, but David's skin had completely melted and started coming off with the shoe. And on top of all of this tragedy, Moosey, the dog, unfortunately didn't make it out of the hot spring. She was completely lost. And David also succumbed to the burns the next day. You'd assume at this point people know the dangers of the hot springs, but people go into them way more often than you'd think.
So the dog jumps in. I probably would have done the same thing, to be fair. If my dog jumped in, I would have probably jumped in too. But he jumped in, realized it was too late, turned back around, and still died and got blinded. That's insane. My 96-year-old grandmother seeing spirits on the other side
What is
a few days
Mom?
before hospice.
Can you see this little pink girl here?
No.
The pink girl?
No, I can't.
You can't.
No, I can't see the pink girl. Is she Chinese or Oriental? Pardon me?
Chinese or
Chinese?
party toilet. Harder.
They're having a party?
So she sees kids having a party.
Birthday party with kids?
In the hospital.
Who's having the birthday party?
Oh, I don't know.
Wow.
What do you think?
There's one. Top all Taylor Doyle's.
Bro, is she describing
Taylor's there?
the
Taylor's
ghost?
Taylor.
Yeah, I thought you said Taylor.
She was describing the spirits that she sees in her hospital room with her. Bro, did you see that? Bro. Then just disappears.
This is why you
That's
have
weird.
to be careful in national parks. So
Talk
in
to me.
2016, a man completely dissolved in a hot spring in Yellowstone. A lot of people don't realize these hot springs are near boiling temperatures, and a lot of them are severely acidic. And falling in happens more than we realize.
How do you fall in,
It terrifies
though?
me so much that I made an entire podcast episode about it that's going up tonight. So it's believed that a 23-year-old man and his sister went into Yellowstone to go hot potting, which is when people secretly hang out in the cooler hot springs. It's like really not allowed in the park. His sister was filming him as he went over to one of the hot springs to reach down and touch it to test the temperature, and that's
Did
when
he fall in?
tumbled forward and fell in. A rescue team was able to get there, and they saw his body floating in the pool because a fall like that kills you immediately. But a thunderstorm was coming in, so they were gonna have to wait a while to get him out. And by the time they got there, there was nothing left. And unfortunately, this does happen more than we realize.
Bro, so you're telling me that his sister is filming and she films this whole thing happen? That has got to be completely traumatic. On top of the fact that they didn't get the body out for a long time and it fully dissolved inside of the hot spring. Freaked out bus driver was taking a break until his bus decided to try and start up. Bro. Bro. That means something has literally got the key in the ignition trying to start. No one is in the bus. Dude, nobody is in the bus. No. That is just a no for me. You driving through the snow? Is there a person out? What is that? Why is there a person just out in the middle of the snow? I don't like that. Bro. Come on. Really? Come on. We have a ghost in the house. He's trying to, like, rationalize it. He's just trying to rationalize it. Something else is going to open.
No, pero si estaban abriendo ahorita es bien feo, o sea, ahorita está bien leve. No manches, no te lo digas. ¿Quieres que no? Ay, no, tío.
It's like obsessed with the drawer.
No, ay, no.
Bro. I'm good. No. I can't do that. I'm sorry. That is just insane. That's just insane. There's nothing more I can say about it. Like, it's... You gotta get out of that house.
What would you do if you just bought a house and weird stuff almost immediately started to happen?
I'd get my money back.
That's exactly what happened to this TikToker, and he's been documenting the entire process.
I just got back inside the house. I was putting my daughter on the bus.
Okay.
And I came in, nobody else is here, and I'm hearing something on our basement stair.
Bro, no. You gotta get it, like, appraised, blessed, the whole nine before you move in. You know what I...
Hello?
Yeah, I would have sold that house yesterday.
Bro, guy just buys a brand new house. There is something, as soon as he opens the door, it stops, and then it starts up again, and then you hear it run up the stairs. Dude, I'm with her. She said she would have sold it yesterday. I am for that. I would have been gone. Gone.
I'm here at work by myself.
Okay.
There's no one here. DJ's not here. There's no girls
Looks
here.
pretty
There's
empty.
no guest here. It's just me. I'm opening up. There's no one on the stage. I came over here and was looking at the camera system.
Yep.
There is someone standing on the catwalk. There's... Oh my... What the...
Bro, what the hell is that?
How did a kid studying abroad become a North Korean prisoner? In 2016, Otto Warmbier was studying abroad in China when he joined this black market tour group that was taking kids into North Korea. But the day he's leaving, he gets stopped by 2 guards and dragged back into the country. They thought that Otto had tried to steal a propaganda poster off of a wall, but there's not really any evidence that he did that. But they still held him prisoner inside of North Korea
I don't
and put him on trial.
think they
In
need
this video,
any
you can see
evidence.
Otto giving a very coerced and rehearsed confession, and eventually he was sentenced to 15 years of hard labor inside the country. But then this is where it gets crazy. The next year, North Korea and the US strike a deal where Otto can be released and sent home. Except when his family goes to get him at the airport, he was completely comatose. North Korea said the coma was because he had gotten botulism from food and then took a sleeping pill. But then we found a document that said he had been in a coma since April of 2016, which was 1 month after his trial. His family believes that he had been tortured, but the coroner said that was probably not the case. The coma was most likely caused by lack of blood flow to the brain, not necessarily a sleeping pill. But we might never know the answer to this.
I'm thinking they did this to him on purpose. You know what I'm saying? Instead of having him go to work, they just put him to sleep.
So someone commented in one of my videos, the bronzer highlighter I use, I use the Milani so turn it on.
Bro, it just completely opens by it. And there's no one in there. You can see there's no one in there. You can literally see that there's nobody in there. You can physically see... Gotta go. Gotta go. Is that dresser gonna open? For the blanket? Oh, hell no. I gotta go. I gotta go after that. I'm good on that one. Wow. Wow. He just dipped. He dipped right out. Okay? Talk to me. Show me something crazy. Show me something.
Old lady with a nice scene on a doorbell cam in the middle of the
Bro, imagine you get a knock at the door and it's just lady smiling with a knife in her hand. I would have went outside and pieced her. I would have went outside and pieced her bad. She would have for sure regretted standing at my door.
Are you okay? Oh my god!
Bro, she's possessed. Bro, she's literally possessed. Bro, she's literally possessed.
Like a little bird. Bethard. How do you read it on that screen? Bethard. Are you okay? Come here, guys. Come on.
Bro, she's literally possessed.
Oh my god. Bethard. Do you need water?
Bro.
You want some water?
She needs a fucking cross on her forehead and some holy water. You crazy?
Are you okay?
Wow, that last one has me absolutely shook. But hopefully you guys did go and enjoy today's video, and if you did, don't forget to smack a like on it. That'd be greatly appreciated. Comment your thoughts down below of what you thought. And with all of that being said, my name is Chris, and of course, I will catch you guys in the next one.